Kansas versus Kansas State. Kansas State's minus 11.5. The over-under is 62.5. I'm going to start. Kansas State is going to win this game by 70 points. I honestly think Kansas State is going to cover the spread by themselves, the over 62.5. Will Howard is the guy for Kansas State. He is electric to watch. Deuce Vaughn has been bottled up the last couple games, but he won't be in this game. Kansas gives up a ton of yards. Kansas State minus 11.5. I'd even alt spread it up to 16.5. But yeah, I'm going to take Kansas State minus 11.5. Trey?
I'm really nervous about this game because K-State has absolutely demolished KU in my whole lifetime. So this is the first year that KU has been relevant in a while, so I'm nervous that they're going to show up to play. So I'm going to stay away from the spread. I do expect K-State to win, but I'm not going to put any bad juju on them. So I'm going to go over 62.5 here. The over is 4-1 in KU's last 5 games overall. The over is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings between KU and K-State in Manhattan. And the over is 4-1 in K-State's last 5 games following a win. So K-State's offense has been rolling. They finally put Will Howard in at quarterback. Will Howard is elite. I am glad that he's a junior, and because he's going to come back next year. And I think K-State should contend for the Big 12 and maybe even a college football playoff spot. Yes. So I'm going to go over 62.5 for my pick.
All right, Kansas State minus 11.5, over 62.5. Teats?
Here's the thing. I'm a Kansas fan, and I've went through those years. I know that pain of watching a team that is considered to be Power 5 be about as good as your local middle school. I know that pain. But Kansas, and I can't believe that Trey Trends did not talk about this, Kansas has been awesome with covering spreads this year.
Yeah, there's a reason why I didn't want to pick a spread, because there was a lot of good KU trends, and I didn't want to say any of them.
KU trends. I think last week, I don't want to say it was a fluke. Kansas's defense is horrible. And honestly, they may even have a better chance at or Kansas State would probably have a better chance at winning that spread with Adrian Martinez, because they cannot stop the run. But Kansas covers spreads, and I'm going to take that plus 11.5. Give me that. And I will take it all day, every day.
I'll give you Kansas covered spreads early, but
I won't say that they'll win this game. They have not looked good this year since Daniels has went out. They've looked like they could compete, but since that TCU game, this has not been exactly like the same team, and they've lost some pretty big games that early on, especially when they were going 5-0, I thought that they could at least come down to the wire with. And that Texas game has completely devastated me as a fan. It hurt to watch. It hurt to read. So I can't say Kansas will beat K-State, but I will say they will cover.
All right, you're locking in that 11.5. All right, we'll have Kansas plus 11.5, K-State minus 11.5, and the over 62.5 in that game.